Hola and welcome to Renacer McGlynn. We're a UK family transforming an abandoned Spanish farm into our dream homestead. Join us for DIY projects, off-grid living and all the ups and downs as we learn, grow and travel together as a family.
Buenos dias, señoras and señores. It's another big day on the farm today. We have the number one thing after electric, after water, for living comfort in Spain being installed today. Air conditioning! Woo! We're having 3 installed into the house. So we're having 1 in the living room and then 1 each in the kids and mine and Jem's bedrooms. And we're hoping, obviously, that with that it will just help cool those rooms down. The passive cooling that we tried has made a difference. It's probably made it hotter if I'm honest. But getting this aircon in, getting these rooms properly cooled down is just going to make things lovely. Being able to escape from the heat and have that cold, cool sanctuary in the house. But first of all, need a coffee. So the aircons are going to go, as I say, into the living room. The guy came around just to check that we could have them installed yesterday, and he said yes we can. So 1 is going to go above our beautiful wedding photos up there on the wall, kind of around here somewhere. Excuse the mess, it's a tip at the minute. The 2nd and 3rd units are going. See, we've cleared the space already. 1 is going to go up there in the corner, which the guy told me is actually probably going to be strong enough to push. Kind of going up here, the guy told me it's probably going to be strong enough to push the air and actually cool down not just this room but also the kitchen. That'd be amazing. And then the final one, you can see where that's going, is going to go above the princess's bed, just up here in the corner as well. Obviously that will cool this room down for the kids nicely. They're not massive energy users, the guy was telling us, and we picked the most energy efficient ones we could find. So we're really hopeful that with the additional batteries we're getting for our solar system, more on that in another video, that we will be able to run these when the sun is obviously up and the batteries are at 100% because, well, the electricity is wasted otherwise. But also then into the evening when that sun is way over there somewhere and panels aren't generating, being able to keep or to run the cooler in here for the kids, definitely, because this room gets warm with the sun over there at the back. The sun kind of sets down the back of the house, so it's hitting this all afternoon or evening long. So for the kids, and then also in here for me and Jem, being able to run those aircon units for half an hour to an hour, the big powerful ones to actually really cool the rooms down, is going to be amazing. Looking forward to getting that installed, and we'll show you the install as it's happening. So it's a bit later in the day and the installer has turned up. It is roasting today. I think the weather app for our area had it at 38 degrees. The kids are in the pool. They've been in the pool basically all day, so they're staying nice and cool. Jem's under the cover, and I've retreated to the living room with a fan. We can't wait to get some aircon. So popping up quickly, the guy's just gone to get some more additional wiring. There we go. That's where it's going to be going in the kids' room. That will look really good up there, and obviously make a massive difference for them. So I'm trying to not get in the way too much. Obviously as he's working, he's got 3 to do. And the last thing I want to do is be the reason he can't get all 3 done. You can see me for an idea of how hot it is today. Whew. So there's been some more movement. Let's go and see. We're moving into the other room, which is great. I'm trying to stay out of the way. I don't want to get in the way too much. There it is. So it's come from at the bottom where we have our mains electrics. And the first unit's on the wall as well. Perfect. So at the bottom where the mains electrics are, what's going to happen is, I believe there's going to be a junction box outside, which is going to be used by this box and this box for its electricity. And the reason for that is because we have nowhere here in the house to power that from, which makes sense, I guess. The guy knows what he's doing more than us. So we'll end up having the unit on the wall, which is actually much smaller than I was expecting it to be, which is great. The unit on mine and Jem's wall as well, and they'll both be powered from here outside. So we have our unit on the wall as well. I think ours is a little bit bigger. Apparently the power will take it down and into the kitchen as well. Apparently that's a much stronger unit than the other one. And then the one in here for the kids' room is up on the wall. We have all the wiring, which is in there. Apparently nothing's connected up at the moment. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But it's going to be running there. Unfortunately tonight they aren't going to be finished. The guy's just said he's going to need to come back tomorrow morning to finish it, which is fine. But we will soon have aircon. One more night of roasting. Just to give you an idea of how hot it is, I mean, that for one. But our aircon unit, which has been on all day to try and cool this room, records the temperature in the room. Now I don't know if the camera is going to be picking that up, but you can see it there. This aircon unit has been turned on at 16 degrees all day, and still that's at 27. Now the reason we run it for so long, I know a lot of you will be saying what a waste and all of that, is because once our batteries get to 100%, any power they produce at the panels is wasted. So we just started doing the install downstairs. So what we end up doing is we run the aircon all day long, because we can. The batteries are at 100%, the power's going nowhere. We're not wasting electricity, we're just using it, otherwise it would go to waste. What we also do at the moment is charge that mini Bluetti box, and also charge the other two Bluetti boxes that we also have downstairs. So we have all of our kind of temporary boxes then at 100%. What that means we can then do is in the evenings, when the batteries are being used, we do still use the batteries. We run fans all night long at the moment. We run a fan in our room, fan in the kids' room, just trying to keep air moving to make it so it's not too warm in here. But what we can also do with that as well is we can now additionally run the aircon unit. When the sun's down, we plug it into the big Bluetti unit. We can then use, I think it's about 3-4 hours of powering that aircon overnight, so we can try and keep the rooms cool when the sun is down. It's not an ideal situation, but it has worked, and it has been pretty much a lifesaver actually, to be fair. Let's go and see how it's getting on. so it is done. We finally have air conditioning.
This week we've got a couple of sheds turning up. We need to get all this area here cleared. I'm going to make a start on it now. The sun is creeping round, and as soon as the sun reaches here I won't be able to continue working because it is just too hot. But let's get done what we can. Okay, so I've called in extra help. We have Callum, me, and Hayden's coming as well. He's just not here yet. But yeah, it's good to get as much cleared here as we can. We will have this video all up in one piece, but we might be wearing different clothes because, as I said before, we've only got until the sun comes up. So let's crack cracking. Found a beautiful butterfly, come see. Look at this. This is one of our finds on the farm that was in the outhouse. Very, very, very old.
Why is the camera recording the sky?
Just beat the sun. It's just starting to come around the corner. Here we are. Oh, that sun's hot. Awesome. Not bad for 8 AM on a Monday morning.
Definitely got the bug now.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all the other bits that I want to do. Like, maybe got 10 more minutes. No, don't think so.
No.
Until next time.
So the reason we have been clearing this area is because we are mini hoarders next door. Obviously we've come from a big 3-bed house in the UK. We're downsizing to this to live a much simpler life. The issue with that is that the kids found it hard to give up a lot of stuff. Me and Jem did too, to be fair, but the kids in particular found it really hard to give up a lot of their toys, a lot of their games and things they've got. So we actually have a lot of stuff that we just have nowhere for. The garage, you're already climbing over things. The house, you're climbing over things already. And so what our plan is for here, and we've still got under the tree over there, we've still got some stuff we've not even unpacked yet from when we arrived, some of the garden stuff. So what our plan is for down here where we've cleared it. Now Jem wants to stone this area, some weed control fabric and then stone it. I'm not 100% sure, but she's normally right with that kind of thing, so there we go. But what we're going to do here is we're going to just build a bit of a wider concrete base and then have 2 garden storage sheds where we can then store a lot of the stuff, and stuff is the right word, that is at the moment in the garage. Yeah, so the plan is to have that here, and then what we're going to do is move out from the garage a lot of the garden stuff that you only really use once in a blue moon. So things like your garden chairs, your garden chairs. Everything else has escaped me right now. It's a bit warm. But yeah, so the plan is to get them out of the garage, which just means we've got floor space in the garage, and we can then look at moving forward with everything from there. But, I mean, what we've also learned is that just an hour of hard work makes a hell of a difference. This area was completely unusable, whereas now it is completely free to use and completely accessible. We'll get something down here. Jem wants stones. I don't think stones would work and would be expensive, but there we go. On this area, kind of like a weed control fabric and then some stones. Let's say I don't like that. I would just go the simple method of weed control fabric and then some fake grass. But Jem usually has a better vision than me, so we'll end up with the stones. But yeah, this area being usable, whether to park Gizmo on or park the cars on, or just to access this area is going to make a massive difference.
Good morning. So I'm going to be doing some more clearing up this morning. These weeds are so spiteful. Like, if they go anywhere near you, they leave so many little splinters. It's horrible. So I'm going to get this cleared just so that we can actually just walk around up here without being attacked. Where it had been so overgrown, we hadn't been able to see all the rubbish that had blown onto the land. So it's good to get that back out. Let's get in there, but my God, it is so painful. Okay, that's all I'm going to do this morning. It is already really, really hot here. I haven't had my morning coffee yet and I really need it. So we've managed to clear quite a bit. As always, nowhere near as much as I would like to clear, but it is hard work. But it's really important that we do this because there's been a couple of fires near us. So it's just good for us to make sure anything dead like this near the house, that we make sure we keep knocking it down to help prevent the spreading of fires.
So I am just making, because these are car parking spaces, I am just making like some stone lines, because you know in car parks and like the shopping areas, they've got like the lines to mark out the different areas. So that's what I'm building. Come look.
The Queen overseeing the work in her kingdom.
So look, I have already made a long line here. It's going to go all the way down to, I'd say about here. And I haven't marked that yet, so that's how I know when to stop. Okay, so join me while I do it. Almost done. I'd say about 2 more stones or 3.
So next week marks 9 months since we got the keys to Casita.
Join us as we relive all of the changes and show everything we've done during that time.